The very final topic I want to talk about within presentations is the sharing, which is the absolute most important thing and reason why you should utilize presentation. So here's the thing. Imagine when kids come up to present their projects, they come up in front of the screen, they spend about 2 minutes trying to load up their program. Sometimes they can't get it, their jump drive isn't working, they don't have access to it at home. All these different problems that we've all experienced within the classroom. With sharing presentation, what you could do is you could have all of your students share their presentation with you before they come up and present, and you will actually have access to all of their presentations. They don't have to load up anything. It's just already in your drive. And they can also collaborate together. So what I want to talk about right now is sharing presentations. First thing we're going to do is load up a presentation by going to Drive and clicking on a presentation that has been created. I have this one here, which I've been working on throughout the whole presentation. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Share. So in all these Google Docs, there's always this blue Share. I'm going to click on it. And if I look here, right now I'm the only one that has access to it. But what I'm going to do is I could actually change and make other people have access to this as well. So I just added myself, so I have it here. And I can go through and now I could look and start working on this presentation as well from another account. And I'm going to start doing that so you could actually see it. So as soon as I hit done, it is now shared with me through my other account. I'm going to share a document from my other account to this one so you can see what it looks like as well. But let's go through here, and what you're going to see is that as soon as I click onto it, you're going to notice right up here, a pink thing appeared, and this is me on my other computer. So I'm going to actually type on my other computer, and you'll see that as I start typing, you're going to see that it went pink because I just typed in, I really love this. I could type in something else. I can add a picture. As soon as I add a picture, it's going to be pink down there as well because everything that's pink is my other computer. So I'll say add an image from file, and I'm just going to take so real quickly, I'm just going to put this in here. All right, so here we go. I'm going to select it, and all of a sudden you're going to see just an image appear on this screen, even though it's from my other computer. So imagine now that you have a class full of kids, 3 or 4 kids working on a presentation. They all have access to Chromebooks, which is fantastic. They're working at different locations around the room, so they're not even talking, but they're all working on the same presentation. I mean, it's very feasible that they could write a 10-page, very good presentation within a class period. That's really well researched and everything. Now again, I'm doing this on another computer, and that's why it's in pink on the outline, because I put it up from my other computer. Something else that I can do is if I want to have a chat on the side, I could put a chat, which is going to be right here, this button, and you could actually have the students communicate this way as well. And then I'll go back and forth, and it's showing up on both computers. So you can actually have the students having conversations, again, without talking. So they can say, like, I have slide 2, I'll be working on this. You have slide 5, you're working on such and such. It's just a really good way for them to collaborate without talking in the classroom. Otherwise, it gets really noisy, which is okay at times. But it's also neat to watch them work through this presentation. I'm going to share something else so you can see how it looks in your drive, or in the drive on the computer. So I'm going to go to drive.google.com. And right here, so we're looking at the drive, and I'm going to share another presentation from my other computer. So I'm going to share this presentation. So let me get to this. So I just opened up my presentation on my other computer, and I'm going to save and share. All right, so now I've just done that, but nothing has changed on my drive. I mean, there's nothing here. The reason why is I have to go to Share with Me. If I go to Share with Me, I now have this Pythagorean presentation, which is what I just shared. What I could do now is I could either open this up, or I could click on it and say Add to my drive. When I click on it and add to my drive, it is in the shared with me file, but it's also in my drive as well. So that way, whenever you click on my drive, it will show up. When I look here, this is the presentation I shared with my other computer. It came on this computer that easily. And here it is. And you can tell that I'm online. Let me get to it actually. So you can look here and you can see that I'm online because of this picture right here. It's now green. But it's pretty cool that I can now share this presentation. Imagine that your students are working together and then they're going to come up and present. All they do is they simply share it with you. You go to your drive in your shared with me, and all of their presentations that they've shared with you will show up right here. There's no jump drives anymore. There's no trying to spend time loading it up at your computer. You just simply click on the presentation and voila, it's on the screen.